What is up, everybody? Welcome to the new Let's Play on the channel, Loop Hero. I have been waiting for this game for me what feels like forever now. I saw this game once, instantly was like, oh my god, I need to play this game, I need to play this game, I need to play this game. Messaged the publishers, Devolver Digital, and I was like, hey, think I could a copy. Worded a little bit better than that. And they were like, you know, we're not giving out copies right now, but we hope you grow bigger and stuff. You know, I'm small. I didn't expect one, but I figured no harm in asking, right? And I was like, that's okay. I already bought myself a copy. I'm just waiting for it to come out on the 4th. It's the 4th. We're playing Loop Hero. Let's go. I've been waiting for this. The stars in the sky are going out one by one. But no one notices it. No one can stop it. I'm racing to the last place where there is still hope. I need to make it before it is too late. Sounds of agony will quickly fade. The world will be destroyed, even the memory of it will be gone. And even if there is absolutely no chance of bringing it all back, there will always be someone who is willing to do the impossible. In a place without space, without time, without memories. Where am I? I can't see anything except this path. My head is killing me. I remember only a skeleton with a staff in the sky. This darkness was coming from him. Did he destroy everything around here? Just standing here won't do me any good, I guess. And now we start to loop. To change between adventure, traveling through the map, and planning stop modes, press the switch, right click, or space. So spacebar is amazing, I love that. Hope I'll be able to find some shelter before nightfall. If such thing as night even still exists without a sky, of course. Pay attention to the day progress bar at the top of your screen. New enemies usually appear at the end of the day. Continue your journey by changing the game modes. So this is our day progress bar. Once it fills up, new day happens. Things that happen daily happen, like this spawn. A living ball of slime. Quite a nuisance. They digest anything they can. Hey, I remember this creature. Maybe I just need to freshen up my memory and everything will go back to normal. Traveling, fighting, and most other actions are done automatically. The player can't affect them directly. Press anywhere to continue. Alright, so you see we auto battle there, and then we get some drops. It's hard to fight with your bare hands. I think there's a weapon in the remains of this thing that's not fully digested. So we get this weapon. You have an inventory and an item slot. You know what to do. Equip the weapon. Boom. So now we get the stats from that. I think I remember that there was a grove nearby. Are these even my memories, or do they belong to that slime? You can use cards that are left after defeating enemies to various new objects, and to add various new objects to the map. That's what planning mode is for. Drag the card to a suitable space to remember the land. Boom. So now we have this. And a grove is a gentle rustle of leaves, a crack of a dry branch, and a feeling of being watched. It spawns a rat wolf every 2 days. The wolf can move to an adjacent tile. So every 2 things of this, every 2 progress bars filled, we'll get a rat wolf spawned. We can also speed up the time, which I'll do. And there's a rat wolf. Now we fight the rat wolf. Easy peasy. Forest rat wolf. I was right. Some emotional stress, a few colorful images, and a bit of adrenaline, and everything will be forgotten like a bad dream. Or remembered as a bad... Damn! It's good that nobody is listening. You can get new items and cards during battle. As you probably already noticed, some items have unique abilities, as do most of the cards. By hovering over an item or a card, you can expect its properties. Equip a new weapon and place a new card on the map. So we have the polearm, which is same damage, but it gives 2 defense. And then that shows up down here, the stats. Then we have the forest, a thick forest. Nobody knows who or what could be lurking inside. It makes you a bit nervous. And then it gives plus 1% hero attack speed. And we can place these out here, as well as in the center there. So sure, we'll start like a little forest thing going on. And we also have a rock. Its magnificent appearance, it gives you strength. Plus 2 HP and plus 2 more HP for every adjacent rock and mountain. So there are adjacency bonuses and stuff like that. Great, so there was a mountain over there, and here's a forest. The world is just like new. The branches and stones in my backpack are a sure sign of that. Some of your actions will yield resources that you will need later on, but not right now. But that shouldn't stop you from looking at them. Continue your journey, the game mode. Yep, and then we can look at our things. We have the preserved rock, apparently untouched by the Lich's curse, and thus suitable for building despite the shapelessness of the world, and stable at a log that somehow managed to keep its structural integrity despite the general chaos. I think it's time to get some rest. The game itself is a journey on a looped path. Only you will decide when it's time for the hero to return to camp. Either you or the fangs or the claws of your enemies, of course. You can retreat almost any time, but a special animation will let you know when it's time to do so. So when it's running faster, we can leave faster. Retreat to the camp by pressing the button. Let's press the button. So the thought of leaving the battlefield and going back to your cozy camp has passed through your mind. What a timely idea. The camp is just around the corner. So we can keep this if we retreat. So we take everything because we're so close to the camp. If we're not, we lose, I think, 60%. Or keep or lose 60% of what we got. So we'll go ahead and retreat. It's cold and dark here. A small fire can solve both of these problems. Nice place to set up camp. This is when all resources you've gathered will come in handy. Who would have thought? You have just enough wood and stones to make a campfire. What a nice coincidence. Build a campfire using the building function while in the camp. Press the build button, select the campfire, and place it. And here's where another fun thing in this game comes out. We can build all this stuff at some point. Let's pop down our campfire though. Congratulations, you've beaten this annoying tutorial. You can now start your first expedition. Or not. Do as you wish. Click anywhere to complete the tutorial. Boom, we've completed the tutorial. We can actually go on our first real expedition now. This path, everything is wrong, but I remember. It looks like a completely different place, and it's empty again. Do my actions have any meaning? Like, I have a choice. If I need to give up and try to save the world, I am the worst savior of all. Let's do it. And now here we're into the meat of the game. See, there's a bunch of slimes and stuff, and this is just how it goes. This is Loop Hero. We're gonna get drops, like max HP there. We're gonna get things to build up the world. It's just pretty cool. This game is so neat. I love it. I'm extremely excited to play it. Maybe I'll be terrible at it, maybe I'll be great at it, who knows. See, so we got the mountains here, right? So it's like a rock, but really big. Plus 5 HP for each adjacent mountain or rock. So I don't know perfect builds, but I do know some of the combos. And I know that if you make these a 3x3, they do something cool. So we'll show you guys that. I don't know everything, but I know some things. And I've watched so many people play this game. It's ridiculous. So I'm excited. I think I'm actually going to make the 3x3 down here so I can do something else up here. But we'll continue what we're doing for now. Oh, and we're getting equipment that I didn't even notice. So you see when you hover over something, it pauses, and then I could equip this now. And this has not as good of max HP. And we got a meadow. So meadows are cool because you see, the earth covered with thick carpet of grass, nothing really interesting unless you're a cow, of course. Heals 2 HP at the start of each day. So every time that little bar up here clicks over, we heal 2 HP. So the cool thing about meadows is if you place them near something else, they become blossoming meadows. Flowers get a feel for the world and bloom with pleasant smells. They heal 3 HP at the start of each day now. So that's fun. And then we get the grove. We've seen the grove before. Spawns a rat wolf every 2 days. But when you move through it, you get a piece of wood. And then we've got the cemetery, a place for the dead, and sometimes, occasionally, for the living. I'm going to put the skeleton here. I don't know if it's better to put them at the front or the back. I want them... So, also, when you complete a loop, your enemy level goes up. So, skeletons, they hit kind of hard, but they hit slow. So maybe I want its level to be low, and then I heal. Maybe. And then we have the spider cocoon. A silky bastion of 8-legged hunters spawns a spider on an adjacent tile once a day. Yeah, let's just throw one there. And continue on. So we got a little piece of something there. Preserved pebbles, and then stable branches. A lighthouse. So, a worthless landmark in the world with no direction. Plus 40% movement speed within its range, plus 20% attack speed. So this gives attack speed to enemies as well. So I don't know if I want it to hit anything that I placed. So if we move it here, we get an extra 3, which would hit maybe 1 spider spawner, but that's okay. So we'll put it there. And you don't have to place everything. You don't have to. I just like placing it because it's my first run and I'm having fun. Okay, so let's see here. So I'm going to make the 3x3 out this way instead of what I was going to do. And that's so I can surround it in rocks and then surround it in meadows. And you'll see why. I don't know 100% if that's the best play, but it's the play I'm going to go with. 90 health there, that's nice. So I'm going to put another rock right here. Yeah, because this is going to be a rock, right? Yeah. So we're going to hold this meadow for now. Or maybe we should play it. I don't know. Maybe we should play it. I think it can become a blossoming meadow later, so I think I'm just going to play it now. And you see how it spawned a spider? It just spawns one every day, and now we got our first different enemy. You also can hover over it and see that it does get the plus 20% attack speed, just like we are getting. Yeah, take them out, take them out. Oh, 92 health, we'll take that. And then our first shield, 4 defense and plus 6.6 regen. Let's pause after this so we can... So, we got a battlefield. I want the battlefield after the campfire, because it smells of blood and steel, spawns a chest at the start of each loop. Enemies on adjacent tiles can become ghosts. So it can make enemies ghosts, which spawns a new enemy, but also it spawns a chest. I want the chest after the campfire because its item level will be higher. Also, now you're going to see the cool thing about camps there. Boom. Mountain Peak. See, we got adjacency bonuses and combos, and it's amazing, and that's why this game is so cool. A stone giant could support the sky itself if it weren't already gone. Plus 120 HP, plus 5 additional HP for every adjacent rock/mountain tile. Spawns a harpy every 2 days. And also, since we spawned our 10th mountain tile, the sound of backstabbing can be heard from miles away. Spawns a goblin on an adjacent tile once a day. Appears for every 10 mountain tiles. Terrifying, but that's okay. You know what? Actually, I shouldn't have placed that there, because adjacency bonus will be off that way. So I think I'm gonna have to put a rock there, unfortunately. So I think we'll just continue looping around this side instead. And then we have a road lantern. This decreases the maximum number of adjacent monsters on tiles, and the effects of lanterns can stack. We're gonna put this around the goblin tile as best we can, because goblins are scary. And we don't want to have to mess with goblins if we don't have to. So that's the plan for now, my friends. Let's pause here and take a look. Still not really good upgrades. I'm not sure I want to fight that many skeletons, but I don't know. I'm not 100% the perfect build that we can do. All I know is some of the things we can do. I don't know what's wrong and what's right. So now we see we have made that into a blossoming, and we got more HP per day now. Oh, we got our first vampire mansion. It's also blossoming now. Got another cemetery. And stack them up. Adds vampires to adjacent tiles. So we don't want to put it anywhere we put something else, because the only time, well, the vampires only spawn if there's already an enemy there, and then you have to fight them. So, and they're not super hard. They're not super easy either. Oh, we got our first ring. Evasion 9%. Nice. Let's see this one. Attack speed. I'm going to go with evasion 9% instead. Yeah, we're not doing the crazy. See, these guys are pretty tanky, and they hit pretty hard. They hit harder than most things we've fought already. But we got a new piece of armor. Evasion plus 13%. Now we're at 22% evasion. And we healed, start of the day, and we can keep going. And that chest spawned for us. Things are getting tougher, though. We definitely need a better weapon. The weapon is falling off. I think we're going to keep that. Oh, and see, it spawned the ghost. Alright, so I am going to put the rock there, just because I can, to make sure that we get the blossoming meadow. So we're going to have... Well, no, I guess we won't have one less, because it was going to be that way anyway. This is the biggest fight we've seen yet. At least the chest is not a mimic. That's a nice thing. Yes, they can be mimics. And it's terrifying. Let's go with the regen per second. 2.4 regen per second is pretty big. Oh, we got more damage on that. That's nice. What's the chest got for us? A blue shield, defense, and regen per second. So we're really building up the regen per second right now. Another road lantern. You know, I wouldn't mind, like, overlapping these, because the goblin camp's going to be really annoying. I noticed we have our first harpy spawn as well. I don't know if you guys saw that, but if you look right there, there's our first harpy. And this is the game. This is the game. I think it's awesome. You guys can think what you want to think. But this is gonna be here for a while, I guarantee it. And that's just the way it is. Keep murdering. You know what? Just make sure they spawn less there too. No! What do you mean, no? You want to save the world? You want to ask for help? Our answer is no. How did you... But why no? We see far away. We see deep inside. For a long time there has been emptiness instead of the sky, but it doesn't stop us from seeing. Your saving of the world is one-sided and naive. Each person sees their own way of saving the world. That's why no one will ever join you. Fine. I don't fully understand it, but tell me your version. What does to save the world mean to you? My progeny and my kin, for them to be strong and to live, it's a part of the cycle of life and death. It's life itself. It is the world. I will kill you, and I will feed your remains to my starving younglings, and life will go on. And how many lives does your blade give birth to by killing again and again? Only one. I don't want you or your children to die from starvation. Please try and see reason. If my mission succeeds, harpies can have all the sky and all the hunting grounds they need. I can't feed my children with your beautiful words. Time to say goodbye. And now we fight the harpy, who all they want to do is save their kid. But you know what? Oh, I feel awful. By fixing one evil, I'm becoming the source of another. There's no home for harpies except the highest mountains, but there's no food there. Can't imagine how they managed to survive if their mountains were cut off from reality. We got a new weapon. 9 to 13, so better damage. Damage to all, which means when you hit, if there's more than one enemy, it does that damage to everybody, and attack speed up. Let's go. Also a new rock. And now we're going to have to fight the goblins, which I'm terrified of. Let's see here. Counter and vampirism. We don't have any counter or vampirism. Would we like to take... I don't think we want to get rid of regen at the moment for that. You know, I don't think we want to do that. Stop! Where did these goblins come from? I don't remember remembering you. We remembered ourselves. Now give us all you've got. You have no idea what's going on, right? Why don't you help me restore order in this world first, and then you can do anything you want. Goblin must rob. No other order in the world. Fair enough. Guess I don't have any valid objection here. Oh, wait. I do have one. How about? So now we got new goblins here. They got the goblin leader, who has rage, and rage is after an ally dies. He gets plus 30% damage, and then we got the regular goblin. And they attack fast. So it's nice that we attacking the goblin leader first there. So we would lose attack speed, but we would still have damage to all. I think I'm going to take that upgrade, honestly. It's a big, big upgrade. I'm not going to lose my 13% evasion, though. It's strange how these creatures appeared here on their own. Maybe it means everything is actually not so bad, and that the world is trying to restore itself. Or that even the apocalypse isn't enough to get rid of some pests. You know, cockroaches. And you see how our world is just developing slowly but surely. We got a treasury. So this is cool. So treasuries are pretty sweet. So when you place something around a treasury, it pops. It gives you more loots. So if we placed a treasury here, we're already going to be placing stuff up there, and we'll be able to place all the way around it. So we could do something like that, and we get extra stuff. See. And you know what? How about we bring in a spooder spawner right there, and let's continue. Oh, this time I think we're going to be showing you how his rage happens. So now he's rage, he's plus 30% damage now. So ow. Luckily he's not too difficult still. So we're not too concerned. Oh, new shield. So now we got some vampirism. So I got 12% vampirism, which makes me kind of want to do that. So now I have 20% vampirism. So now I'm healing for 6 every attack. Oh, we got Oblivion. Okay. I already know what I'm going to use my Oblivion on, by the way. But, I'm going to use it on this goblin camp, because goblins are terrifying. And we got some skeletons to fight. Just remember, they hit hard, but we're still doing very good. Okay. 10% more evasion. Oh, I'll take the 10% more evasion, go up to 23% evasion there, for sure. And we get some magic damage out, which means we'll hit the skeletons a little bit harder. Because I believe people have said that skeletons are weak to magic damage. 10 more evasion. Dude, we could stack the evasion here. 33% evasion? I think that's better than the vampirism. I think. Oh! What's this? 12 to 18. I don't think I want to lose my my evasion there, so I'm gonna just let it go. So, yeah, we're not close enough. We did get another treasury, though. So I think if we place one here, then we'll be able to, like, use less resources to make it pop. I think. No mimics? Hey, no mimics. And see when these fall off, how we get loot? That's pretty neat, right? Alright, let's give it a pause here real quick. No. Defense or attack speed? I'm gonna take the extra evasion here. Go up to 41% evasion. I think high evasion is gonna be really useful, so we're just gonna try to pump it up as best we can. So we get a rock. Oh no, I didn't mean to place that there. Oh, I messed it up. That's okay. Can do that. Get the grove going. Back off, human. A vampire, where are your lands? If your farmers need help, I'd be glad to offer it. No more lands, no more flock, only 100 years of emptiness and hundreds of years of hunger. Save yourself while you still can. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep my head straight. What hundreds of years are you talking about? Your mind is easy to trick, but you can't trick my hunger. Demands its share. Every sip, every drop of blood will go to satiate it. I'm too weak, but you can help me, and I will set this crumbled world right. Right, I'm doing this not just for myself, but for everyone, in the name of good. So be grateful for my hard work and just let me bleed you dry. So we have evil vampires now. But our evade is pretty dang good, so that might be okay. They have vampirism, you know, never would have guessed, right? And they're evading a lot at the moment, so I wish that would stop. Look at that, upgrade. I lose 13% evasion, though. I don't think I want to lose 13% evasion just for... I mean, it's a lot more health, don't get me wrong, but... Vampires often owned our lands. They kept the peace and helped their settlements to prosper. But this won't do it all. Now they're just pale shadows of them former selves, both physically and mentally. Apparently the blood of other creatures can't sustain them. He wasn't joking about the hunger. Even the creatures that stand near him are imbued with the power to devour someone else's life. Let's pause here and check this out. Okay, well... that's a pretty good amount of counter. We don't even have any counters, so I think I'm gonna hold off, honestly. I think I like my 41% evasion. Like, 41% evasion is pretty dang good. So we got another vampire mansion. Don't know if we really want them to overlap. Maybe we'll just put it here, and then we'll put a mountain here. And continue on. No. Vampirism. I don't want to really lose my evasion, so we're not really even looking at it. Another grove, nice. Gotta make sure we pause the game to place the grove. Okay, quit evading me. Let's place that one there. We get another beacon if we want. I don't think we want to overlap the skeletons with the beacon. Maybe we'll just stack it here. Because we don't want the skeletons to be attacking faster, because they hit hard. Another bacon. Stick those things there. There's the goblin camp. We really don't want to overlap the goblin camp, so we'll just put another one there. We're just making it really fast attack speed inside here. I don't actually know if they even stack 100%, so maybe they don't. And if they don't, that's okay. Get a grove. Slap the grove right there. And I'm in a meadow. Boom, and then that pops, and look. We get stuff. Not very good stuff, but we still get stuff, and then we can stick these meadows here. And we're nearly popping this one as well. Now this one is an empty treasury, treasury without treasure, an empty shell, a sorry sight, especially for its stone guardians that have slept through the eternal watch. Now we spawn a gargoyle every 3 days. Also, I never read this one. The thick walls guard all riches, all kinds of riches from thieves and previous owners. It gives a random resource after planting anything on an adjacent tile. Can't be built adjacent to anything. So you can't plan to build around it, or you can't build and then plan to put it in the middle. You have to build around it after you've placed it. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I nearly had to fight that harpy. And luckily, only one goblin spawned. Another mountain there. Let's throw that down right there. And then we go back into Skeleton Alley. Not really too difficult at the moment. I don't want to lose. So we only get 2 extra damage. I guess, yeah, 4 extra damage, I guess, because it's higher maximum, higher minimum. Plus the 5 damage to all, but we lose 10% evasion, and I don't want to go down to 31% evasion, because I think evasion is keeping us in the game very well right now. Yeah, like, look, we don't even get hit by the skeleton because of it. Now this, I'll take. Big upgrade there. Let's check over this. We lose 8% evasion. No. If that was 8% evasion instead of attack speed, I'd be all about it, but it wasn't. And since it wasn't, we ain't about that life. Now this is a big fight. Now we got the blood clot here. Which is something that spawns, I think, like every 4 days on the battlefield. Alright, take it out. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Good job. It's a good amount of vampirism there. But I think we're going to wait. Also, I accidentally right-clicked there, so I'm glad right-click doesn't equip. Because I accidentally misclicked and right-clicked. Might have been sad. We spawned a ghost there, but it's no big deal. Let's give it a pause here. I don't think we want to lose the evasion. Yeah, I don't think we're going to lose the evasion there. I don't want to lose that either. And then we're going to pop this one. Sorry, I cleared my throat. Alright, let's take a look. No evasion. With no evasion, I don't really like it. Because we're definitely going evasion build right now. At least I can build around with meadows and stuff here right now. That's nice. Should have put that rock there so I could have gotten the bonus, but that's okay. These episodes are probably going to be longer, by the way. Well, hopefully, because we're going to do a full loop at the very least. We're not just going to cut in the middle of one, I don't think. So these might be some longer episodes, which means they're going to be harder for me to get out. But that's okay, because this game is amazing. I don't even know. We're just going to place the beacon in there. That's fine. Place the metal next to that. Place the rock next to that. And then we get another cemetery if we want. Sure, Cemetery Alley hasn't been too bad. More vampires. We gain 2 defense there. Okay, cool. Another rock to place around. Nearly filled this whole thing in. We missed this part, sadly, but that's okay. Another vampire mansion. Do we want one? I guess we can put one there. That's fine. The world's definitely getting more dangerous, that's for sure. We might be retreating at some point soon. We'll have to wait and see on that one. If we could get some higher evasion still, like that'd be great. Another battlefield? I think I'm fine with another battlefield, honestly. This may be our last loop. We may do one more. Another beacon? We don't want them to be there. Maybe we stop placing beacons then. There we go, we got an Oblivion. I think I'm gonna use it to eliminate a goblin camp. Because goblin camps are scary. Let's go ahead and do that. Road lantern. Let's maybe we'll decrease the spawn rate of these. Another battlefield. Oh my. Another vampire mansion. And we'll chill on the beacon. Now you can see this other bar here. This bar is map completion. When this bar is filled, the boss of the chapter will appear. I don't know if we're going to fight the boss on the first run. We'll see. You kind of want a certain like thing going on before you fight the boss, and we don't have that at the moment. So we'll have to be careful not to spawn it. He says as he places more things. Alright, so we got a bunch of things there. I guess we'll place one there just because it's fine. Oh, we spawned another goblin camp. This might be our last loop anyway, though, so We'll see how much it heals us. You can also actually turn on this amazing feature. Where's it at? Automatically pause at the end of the loop so you don't miss it. So we'll turn that on. No. I like my region, thank you. Alright, let's check this out. Gonna put a grove in. Where am I? I'm right there. I'm gonna put a grove in here so I get the benefit before I finish. And yeah, this is definitely gonna be our last loop. Look how low we're not super low, but I feel like we're low. Okay, that's a lot of damage to pass up, so we're taking that. We're gonna lose a little bit of evasion. Hopefully that's okay. Goblins over here kicking my butt. Place the spider cocoon, it's fine. Nice evade, beautiful. Double skeleton, uh-oh. That evade is really paying off, I'll tell you that much though. Imagine if we weren't evading that much. Yeah, I think that's our last loop. Yep, I think that's our last loop there, guys. We're only at 500 health. Yeah, I think we're gonna dip. So we get to keep all this stuff. Let's retreat. I can't believe it. Hey everybody, the boy has managed to return. Survivors, does this mean I'm not alone anymore? Where did you come from? Is there still a place without darkness? We don't know where we came from, or we can't remember. These people you see are the only small part of what's left of the group, I think. You're not sure? We're not sure. We reached that conclusion because of abandoned luggage and leftovers in daily rations. With each day, new signs of presence of people that, as far as everyone knows, have never even been with us. It's like we forgot about them. You forgot? Exactly. It's like the people disappear every day and we instantly forget they even existed. Almost as if we forgot the place we came from, and our families, and maybe even ourselves. My name is Yoda. That's the part I still remember. Nobody else's memory is in much better shape. That's why I remember so little about myself. Everything is forgotten. But wait, you said that I'd managed to return. That means you remembered I was here. Yes, that's why it's so important to us. We saw you leave, but you were gone before we could approach you. Listen, we can't wander around in this emptiness anymore. There's a campfire and a few sleeping bags here, a real luxury in these dark times. What do you say? Oh, of course. I'd be very grateful if we could team up. I want to restore everything. I've begun to remember the world as it was before, but there's no point to do it without other people. It's too lonely without them. Remembering the world? I don't understand. What are you talking about? I'm too exhausted. But we'd be glad if you could help us, and we'd be glad to help you. Just don't ask us to go with you. I don't know how you managed to return, but for us, leaving the group is too dangerous. I will ask no such thing of you. For now, I just want people to have a place to return to, a place where I can hear other people's voices. So now we have... Oh, well, you weren't joking about helping. You hear a few things that survive the cataclysm and don't vanish away. Can't be forgotten. Take them. You might need them. So we got some wood and food and stuff. Awesome. So now we can actually look at our statistics. Game time, expedition started, retreats to camp, kills, killed by, you haven't been killed by anything, land cards placed, boom. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. But also we get the build menu, and we've unlocked being able to build the field kitchen, a very important place for any camp. If your nose isn't lying, there's good food here. Plus 10% to the campfire ceiling paler and unlocks the Blood Grove card. Let's go ahead and place that. Do you know the difference between a good cook and a bad cook? The food made by a good cook is tastier. What? You were waiting for something more elaborate? Sometimes the truth is very simple. Look, I have a cauldron, a hearth, a couple of knives, a bucket of potatoes, 3 onions, and some ham. Nothing special, everything is very simple, but give me a few minutes and everyone in this camp will be running to my table following this tasty smell of a good stew. Of course you can come. Can we build anything else? No. Looks like we need food for this and stable metal for that. Okay, well that'll be next time, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this first episode of Loop Hero. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I am so excited this game is out. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like. If you've got anything to say, go to the comments below. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscription button on the bell. It helps me out a ton. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace!